Welcome into DRF Sportsbook's betting breakdown show for tonight's Monday Night Football Showdown between the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals, a classic AFC, NFC West type of game between two teams vying for a playoff spot. Cardinals all but out of it, a very slim chance. They still have a glimmer of hope, but sitting at 4-8, they need to win tonight against the 6-6 New England Patriots, who don't really have a shot at winning the AFC East, as the Dolphins and the Bills are ahead of them, and the Jets, but New England still can make a late push here down this home stretch, and that's exactly what they're trying to do tonight in Arizona, where they are a 1.5-point favorite against the Kyler Murray-led Arizona Cardinals. And Arizona comes into this one struggling over their last five. This is the stretch they needed to put together some big-time wins in order to have really any shot at a late season push. They're still not technically mathematically eliminated from the postseason, but they essentially need to win out and have some help if they want to make it. They're 1-4 straight up over their last five. They're 2-3 against the spread, and they just have not looked good. Kingsbury probably on the hot seat, will most likely be getting fired. I mean, if I'm the GM, I'm getting fired. Well, honestly, if I'm the owner, I'm firing the GM and the coach, because this season has been an absolute disgrace to what the Cardinals had come to expect. A real dark horse Super Bowl contender in the offseason, and this team has just not been constructed to win. And Kliff Kingsbury, way over his skis, not a good coach in the NFL. I mean, heck, he wasn't even a good college football coach. But I'll get off my soapbox about Kliff Kingsbury here and talk about the game at hand and what betting angles we need to focus in on for tonight's game. New England comes into this one looking pretty solid over their last five, 3-2 straight up, but then when you kind of look at that a little bit closer, winning 3 straight, and then they've lost their last two, not in the best ways possible. I believe it's to the Vikings and the Bills over their last two. The Vikings game was really winnable, but here they are 3-2 against the spread as well over their last five. But the public all in on the Mac Jones-led Patriots. I feel like it's been a long time since we were talking about Bailey Zappi. 53% of the public is on New England. New England is 3-2 against the spread on the road this season and 1-0 on the road as a favorite. They're 4-1 this season altogether as a favorite, and here they are at -1.5, a big-time favorite on the road in Arizona. Our power line likes the Patriots -2. Game simulator number 1 likes them to win by 4. Game simulator number 2 likes them to win by 4 as well. So a lot of value on the Patriots here tonight. That line is just about where you'd expect it. Maybe you're getting a little bit, but the public all over the Patriots, and for good reason. This is a team that has covered at a really high clip. When they're favored, I mean, they're undefeated, an extremely small sample size, but they're undefeated when they're road favorites as well. And Arizona as a whole just has not been playing extremely well from start to finish, front to back. This entire season has been an absolute letdown. Not only are they 4-8 straight up, 6-6 against the spread, and if you just blindly bet the Arizona Cardinals, which I do not recommend you do whatsoever, but if you just blindly bet the Arizona Cardinals this entire season, you'd be down 0.6 units. So not good. The Cardinals aren't a good team. We can have our own special show all about why Kliff Kingsbury was a terrible hire and the history of Kliff Kingsbury in Arizona, but he needs to go. Steve Keim needs to go. Honestly, I'd trade Kyler too at this point, but maybe I'm just overreacting to it. Arizona and New England, you see the total there set at 43.5. Not a high total, and for good reason. Both of these offenses are bad. They're both in the bottom 10 of the NFL in EPA per play. I believe the Arizona Cardinals are 22nd. The New England Patriots are 26th. Not good offensive teams, which is why you see that total set so low. But the difference in this game, and is why I'm going Patriots -1.5, so because the New England Patriots are one of the best defenses when you look at advanced analytics in the entire NFL. They are third in EPA per play overall. They're top 5 in passing. They're 8th in rushing. They do everything pretty damn well, and they're elite at almost everything on the defensive side of the football. And when you look at it like that, there's just no way the Cardinals are going to be able to score enough to not only cover this spread, but win. And I also don't see a way that the over hits in this game. The Cardinals don't have the offensive firepower to hang up a lot of points. And honestly, neither do the Patriots. The only way you can see this going over is if either side decides to have some special teams or defensive touchdowns, and maybe the Patriots are able to squeak out a defensive touchdown. But then the Cardinals aren't going to be able to hold their weight and get across and get their own types of defensive scores or offensive scores. I mean, this could be a really ugly game. This could be another bad primetime game in a lineup of terrible primetime games. But if you're betting the Patriots -1.5, you're going to make some money tonight. You're going to have some fun. And I just don't see a way where the Cardinals can cover, where the Cardinals can win. I mean, look, if you want to bet the Cardinals +1.5, just swallow the points and just bet them money line at +105. I don't see why you'd even dabble in +1.5. The Patriots win this game. It's going to be by a pretty dominant margin. I think they're the much better team. Our computers, and I know this is getting a lot of pushback on social media. You can find this list. It's going to come out tomorrow. The new weekly updated power rankings will be coming out tomorrow on Instagram. Last few weeks, though, the Patriots have been coming in at that top 10. Our computers, for some reason, probably for the defensive reasonings, but our computers love the New England Patriots. They're top 10 in all but one of all of our power rankings. And you look right here, I mean, New England, they've played a pretty tough schedule and they have a positive point differential, something that the Minnesota Vikings can't say. The Minnesota Vikings, who are now 10-3, have a -1 point differential. But New England outscores their opponents on average by 2. They play a pretty solid strength of schedule. They have one of the most elite defenses. So give me the New England Patriots -1.5. They are going to absolutely shut down this Cardinals offense, an anemic Cardinals offense. It doesn't take much to shut them down, but the New England Patriots will be doing it here tonight.